Let's go. I'm gonna keep it real simple. Let's start with the drums. No, let's start with the melody. So we got this keys. These keys are the ones I laid down at first. So this like the entire song was based off of this right here. So it's this like this is this on? Good. So let's do some music theory, chat. All right. Let's do a little music theory. So most 2000s beats, Pharrell Williams style, Lil Ticka style, most of those beats are built off minor ninths. If you don't know what a minor ninth is, that's okay. I'm gonna explain that. So basically, you got your minor chord. So in this case, I'm in the key of C major or A minor. It's the same shit. It's the same key, right? But I like to say A minor because I'm using that chord a lot. And then, so A minor, you got your A, C, and E. So that's your A minor chord, right? Very dark, very mysterious, very sad, as people say. I don't really know what to call it. To me, it's just an A minor chord, right? And then after that, you got extensions. So extensions, how do you explain extensions? Extensions are basically notes past those three notes that I just played. So this is called your triad because it's 3 notes, right? So if you play more than 3 notes, then it's no longer a triad. It's extended. It's an extended chord. So you extend the triad to more than 3 notes. All right. It's pretty like intuitive. So this is your root that you call. So the chord is going to be based off of this note. This is the A, so we call it an A minor chord. Damn, what's next? Then you got your intervals. So if we're thinking in A minor, A would be your 1, right? And then you got to go through the A minor scale, which is just all the white notes in this case. So it's a very good example because you got A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A, again, right? So all these notes, that's your A minor scale. Okay? That's it. That's your whole scale. The entire chord is built off of all those notes I just played. So all you're gonna do in the A minor scale is you're just gonna how to explain this? So you're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then you got 1 again. Right? So it's 1 to 7. So for the minor chord, you're gonna play your 1. You're gonna skip 2, you're gonna play your 3. You're gonna skip 4, you're gonna play your 5. You're gonna skip 6, you're gonna play your 7. And then that's it. So you only wanna play the odd numbers. You feel me? No one says it like that, but it's so much easier to think of it that way. You just play the odd numbers, bro. It's so simple. This right here is called an A minor 7th. You feel me? Because you got the 7th, I forgot what the name of it, but I'm gonna just call it the 7th number. Or the 7th note. I forgot the actual term, but it's the 7th note of that scale right here. And it's right under your root note. Okay, so you got that. That's called the A minor 7th. Now we're not done. Okay, that's the simple part. If I lost you, I'm sorry. You got to read a book on it or something. But basically, to get that 2000 sounds, you got to extend it again. But now you got to go past the 1 to 7 number that I just established in your head. So I'm sorry for that, but we're gonna break the rule that I just made for you. Okay, so you gotta go like this. So you got your 7th already. Now we call this the 1. People call this an octave because it's the same note. It's the same frequency, just higher on the keyboard. So instead of, this is gonna be your 1, and then we're gonna go up again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But instead of calling this 1 again, we're gonna call it 8. Okay, so this is 8. So now you're going 1 to 8. But we're just going to keep going up, right? We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So now we at 9. This is the same as your 2. Right? 1, 2, 1, 2. But it's 8, 9. You feel what I'm saying? So it's the same notes, but you just label them differently. So it's not really that confusing. All right? It's always going to be the same notes. Whatever your scale is, the numbers is never going to change. Well, the numbers will change, but the notes will never change. It's all the same. And so essentially, now we're going to keep playing the odd numbers. We're just going to go up to 9. So now we're going to go 1, 2, 3. God damn it. We're gonna go 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. All right. You can go up to 11. You can go up to 13, but we're not doing all that. All right. That's like jazz stuff. Yeah, maybe if y'all want to learn about that, go to Berkeley or something. I don't know. But yeah, we're gonna stick with the ninths for now, and that's all you need. That's all you need for 2000s beats. Okay, so this is our A minor 9 chord. You hear that sauce? That's what everybody uses. Now, the last thing I did, I just took this chord right here, right? And I took out this root note that we based the entire chord on. I took it out. So now I'm just left with this. Now, you could call this a C major 7th, but we're not doing that. We're just gonna call it an A minor 9th with no A in it. That's it. Now, I did something called, I forgot what the name of it. I think it's inverting. I'm pretty sure it's still inverting, but I'm gonna call it a switcheroo. So we got this A minor without the A in it. I'm gonna take this G and the B on top and move it down 1 number. So 1 octave, right? It's the same notes. So this C major 7th or A minor without the A in it. And then we're gonna move it down here. So it's this down here, this down here. But we're gonna keep these two in the same spot. So we got this. So let's do a little breakdown. Okay, a little breakdown. We started from this A minor 9th, take out the A, move the highest 2 down. You hear that? You hear that sauce? Now here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna bring that A back in our left hand, right? We're gonna keep this. Oh my gosh. I just taught you jazz, nigga. For free. For free. People pay $15,000 to learn this, bro. I just taught you this on stream with nobody watching. I'm gonna post it on YouTube though. It's cool. So we're gonna go like this. That's your chord. It's your A minor chord, okay? That's the first chord right there. But then we're just gonna go to a D minor. It's the same process we just used. I'm not going through that again, but this is in the same position. So that's your D minor 9. And then what I did is I went up to an E major. So I did E major. And then I added, okay, this is confusing. I'm pretty sure this is an altered chord, which is pretty advanced. I'm pretty confident this is an altered chord. You can correct me if I'm wrong, music nerds, which I'm also a music nerd, but it's okay. I'm pretty sure that's an altered chord. So we got this 9th. You know what I mean? And then, yeah, that's music theory in a nutshell, man. And then that's how I got this chord progression. This is one of my favorite chord progressions I've ever made. And so essentially, breaking this down.